Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to Ireland Bound. And yes, I know this one is a pretty fast turnaround for me, but whenever I was looking up the information for my many times great uncle, oh, hello, boy, I'm trying to record. Do you mind? Do you mind? Can I do that? He says, no, but I gotta pay him attention. Jealousy. Anyways, getting off of cats, getting back onto what I was trying to say. Um, Whenever I was doing the research for Brigadier General Francis Nash, I found out some more interesting things, and I thought, you know what? Go ahead and do a video. Let's surprise them and let's do two videos in 1 week. So, yeah, I found out some more pretty interesting things. Um, and basically, my research went really deep. I found out some things, and so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to stop talking right now, and I'm going to get into showing you what the research is, so that way you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, see you in a few minutes. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into basically the Nash family and where we come from, which honestly I was very shocked to learn some of this. So let's see. Now I'm going to start here at uh, Colonel Thomas Nash and Mary Hill Reed, because of the fact that Thomas was the brother of Francis Nash. They were brothers, and that's a lot of what kind of got me started looking. So, anyways, we're going to go back one more here to Colonel J.H. Nash and Owen. Now, when I read the thing, actually, let's see. I had read something. I think I started in the wrong section. How about that? Well, let's pull out of this right fast. If I can, there we go. Get it to. Okay, so we're here of technical problems that can't be helped. It's just basically trying to get it set up so that way we can get started with further research. It's one of the glitches for some reason with this program. So just give it a second and the sound will be back on. Should happen any minute now. And it's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, I think about and show you what I had found on that, because I kind of skipped through some of the stuff. Um, see, early life and family. I think I need. Oh, yes, here it is. Nash was born around 1742 in Amelia County, Virginia, in an area that would later become Prince Edward County, to John and Anne Owen Nash. His parents were originally from Wales. Okay, so here it's saying his parents were Welsh people. So it says several of his seven siblings, including at least one brother, were born there. So that basically, got me started thinking. Okay, so got to look them up. So that's why that started. So now if I can get this to go back, and we'll go back to the ancestry one. So Thomas Nash was Francis's brother. Okay, now the next one up here, see Ann Owen and Colonel J.H. Nash, that is the parents. So I'm going to pull up Ann's name first as my sixth great grandmother. And here we are, right here at the top. The summary, and we're going to go to the birth. It says Anne Owen was born on January the 1st, 1711, in Pembrokeshire, Wales, to Sir Hugh Owen, 2nd Baronet of Orleton. Yes, you read that right. He was a baronet. Okay, now y'all are probably going to ask, what is a baronet? I looked it up. Basically, a baronet is a commoner, a regular everyday person who is allowed to have a title. And we're going to look into that. So now that we know that Anne was born in Wales and that her father was a baronet, we're going to go back out here. And here, see, connected, the line goes up, over, and you see the Sir H.O. So we're going to pull him up and we're going to look at Sir Hugh O, which would be Owen. That's number 2. The B would be for Baron. The small o is of, and then Orleton. So Sir Hugh Owen, second Baronet of Orleton. I know that's a lot to say and get out there, but yeah, he was born in Wales too. Um, let's see, said. So he died in Templeton, Virginia, which I don't think that's right because I believe he was supposed to have still been in our Wales. Sorry, excuse me, in Wales, which I will have to do some research and maybe change some of that. So we have here someone who was born in Wales who had a title. Now we're going to come over here to Grandpa Colonel J.H. Nash and of course look him up, and it shows him being born in the same place. Now what I find funny is that he and his wife were born on the same day. Yeah, that is really funny. But his mother died basically giving birth to him. I know that's a really sad thing to think about and to say, but uh, if you'll see here, it says Colonel John Hinton Nash was born on January 1st, 1711, in Tenby, Pembrokeshire, Wales, to Elizabeth Hinton, age 20, and Abner Nash, who would be my 7 times great grandfather. Yeah, 7 times great grandfather. He was age 26. Now, you see right here down below it says his mother Elizabeth passed away on January 1st, 1711, in Pembrokeshire, Wales, at the age of 20. So, the day he was born, apparently she died in childbirth, which is kind of sad to think and to realize, but unfortunately, it was something that happened more often than it should have. And of course, that was his son, who's also one of my grandfathers. Um, of course, some of the family histories, family stuff there um, about them. So, see, got the Nashes there also. And just, of course, Abner Mash, but just for fun's sake, I'm going to show you Elizabeth Hinton because hers went a little deeper also. So here we have more people. Okay, I believe we are up to 8 at this point because Elizabeth Hinton was my 7th great grandmother. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Geoffrey Hinton, who was her father. Yeah, it's, born 1660 to 1700, my 8th grandfather. Also from Tenby, Brookshire, Wales. So apparently, quite a bit of my family was connected there. At least once you get back past the Nashes, because, like I said, here, great 8-time great grandfather Geoffrey Hinton, like I said, born in Wales. So, like I said, got a nice long history of. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to come up here, Elizabeth Bowen. And eighth great grandmother. And where is she born? Tenby, Pembrokeshire, Wales. So I've got a lot of family members that I can go back there and investigate and look at, because of course that's going to do nothing but kind of expand out, because I mean, like I said, each family level it doubles. So I mean, she's got two parents, but where are each of them from? So anyways, like I said, there is all of her information. So, like I said, I've got some pretty strong roots right in here. Starting back from this grandfather here, Thomas Nash, who was a colonel in the Revolutionary War. He was one of their colonels that they had. So basically, he was of a lower rank than his brother. But anyways, from Thomas, both of his parents were from Wales, and so far we've got three more generations here, or three more families from Wales. I'm still having to confirm who Anne Owen's mother was, but so we got Nash, Hinton, and Owens, who are all Welsh. And then, of course, we add now in the Bowen name. So it's like I said, it's just getting further and further. Now, you see right here above Elizabeth, it says potential father, and there's someone. If we pull them up, like I said, I still need to verify who this person is. Griffith Bowen says, or Owen. So, maybe that was just a popular name there. It's probably supposed to be Bowen, considering Elizabeth is listed as a Bowen. And where does it show him being born at? Tenby, Pembrokeshire, Wales. But you notice that his burial, they actually have him buried at a different place called Llanfernach, Pembrokeshire, Wales, which I'm guessing is probably another city. Um, you know, Now, see, this is where I'm going to have to do some research, because it says spouse Elizabeth Johnson, and it has her possibly born in Maine and dying in Connecticut, which doesn't fit in with Wales. I mean, it does not fit in at all. I mean, so that's something that would have to be further investigated, and that's one of the reasons I haven't confirmed him yet, because I need to look him up, because I mean, why would he be born in Wales, die in Wales? They have a daughter who was born and died in Wales, but she was born in Massachusetts and died in Connecticut. Like I said, that doesn't add up, and that's part of the reason why sometimes you need to do some research and just not hit things because, oh, that all looks correct. I mean, someone might have gotten their information wrong. So, like I said, it's the him. I feel pretty solid. That is her father. It's just that the whole mother thing isn't fitting yet, and I don't want to confirm it until I can actually find other information. So, like I said, right at this point, I've got four pretty good, solid people here who are from Wales. You know, People that, like I said, going back to Thomas's brother, Francis, and saying his parents were definitely from Wales, finding the Colonel and Anne both had Welsh, birth registries, and that their parents and grandparents and possibly great grandparents were also of Welsh descent. So like I said, it's so far I'm getting some really, really strong Welsh background here, even though of course, having to go that far back, that's probably why I'm only listed as like 4% Welsh. But still, when you go back to Wales, I mean that's some strong stuff there. that's a lot of stuff to have to look at and to go through. So uh, I'm going to be having some fun going through that. But like I said, it's good enough that I'm thinking I might, after I go to Ireland, and I have found someone from Ireland, but that's for another story because this is about the Welsh relatives. Um, let's see, who was it that I had been looking at? Um, I guess those were it. Like I said, just trying to get all of them confirmed, find out for certain about them. But yeah, that's uh, pretty cool to find out that you have. Oh yes, I remember. I think I still got the research thing pulled up. We're going to look at Sir Hugh Owen, if I can. Okay, I'll you through it. I'm basically trying to go in to find the information that I needed about uh, the second baronet. It's going to take me a few moments because I've been doing a lot of research on a lot of things, so it's names that I keep looking up so that way I can confirm stuff. So just give me a moment because I've got to figure out what I'm doing. Sometimes I think half the time I don't know what I'm doing. But I did decide to go back up and to retype in some other information to get where I needed to go. See, using so, I'm actually using two devices at the same time. I'm using my phone to help look up information to get me where I need to go. Uh, like I said, this isn't an exact science for me because I'm having to figure a lot of things out. I'm an amateur. I'm very much an amateur. I'm still learning, and sometimes some of the stuff that I'm learning it puts me behind a what we used to say in the olden days, a cue ball. So just give it a moment while I look things up. Uh, I do find some interesting things. I'm trying not to get distracted by things I don't need to. But yeah, I tried looking up Elizabeth, and then I think I realized that I was looking up the wrong person because I do change the name here in just a moment. To her dad, Hugh, or to the man that they list as her dad, Hugh. Uh, yeah, sometimes it takes me a moment to figure things out. So just give it a moment. It will change over, and here in a few moments, it will go back to sound to my original recording, not the voiceover that you're having to listen to right now. Uh, okay, it takes me a little longer than I thought it would. Yes, I know, I know. I'm taking forever, ain't I? Unfortunately, I can't remember everything I said during those moments, or else I would say them again. But my memory isn't that good. Let's see, here we go. It's fixed to come up. Hugh, yeah. Of course, I got the wrong dates on there too. That might have been part of why my research was wrong because I forgot to change the dates on it as well. That's something that I'll need to remember to do later whenever I go back and look up my research. Of course, that's my own fault. I'm just now realizing it, going back looking. Oh no, I did change it. Yeah, but I did. Okay, so what I thought I made a mistake on, I did do it right. It's just that, like I said, for me, trying to get all this down, trying to learn all of it, uh, it takes a little bit. And see, truthfully, I probably should have looked under that first one there for my information. Instead, I went down to that one, which was a give it a second to pull up. Da, 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 da. No, this wasn't it. I know, I know. So you got, see, 1684, birth of Hugh Owen. I know 1698 says death of him, but that might have been his dad because he lived to 1719. Yes, I know. I'm having to use the voiceover quite a bit in this one. But as I continue looking for Sir Hugh Owen, of course, like I said, it's when you do the research the first time, you think you can find it again easily the second time, which isn't always true. Sometimes you don't find it as easily as you think you will, or as you thought you might have. So it's taken me a bit to work my way through it, trying to find the right dates. Because, like I said, this isn't exactly what you would call an exacting science for me, because it's like I don't know all the rules or something. But yeah, it takes me a little bit to find it, and in all honesty, uh, the things I look at the first time don't seem like the same things that I find the second time. The first time the stuff seemed pretty right on, like it was right where it needed to be, and then it's like all of a sudden it's not. So, yeah, just it's going to take me a moment, but the sound's fixing to come back on, so I'm going to jump off this and let you go back to the sound. Okay, so 1645 actually. Okay, maybe it's not the second. This might be his father then, um, even though it shows him as second baronet. Um, see, well, this does give some of the information. Um, Sir Hugh Owen, second baronet. Like I said, it's got the dates listed just slightly wrong, so this might be mine might be slightly off. It says was a Welsh politician who sat in the House of Commons of England at various times between 1676 and 1695. Uh, yeah, so that's probably mine's father. Apparently, someone got the baronet years wrong. It says Owen was the son of Sir Hugh Owen, first baronet of Orleton, Pembrokeshire, and his second wife, Catherine Lloyd, daughter of Sir Evan Lloyd of Yale, Denbighshire. Okay, he matriculated at Christ Church, Oxford. Don't ask me what all that means. I don't know. At 7th December 1660, which that would still be before mine was born. Says aged 15. In 1670, he succeeded to the baronetcy at the death of his father. Okay, so it is inherited. It says he was admitted to Inner Temple in 1672. Okay, 1672 would have been right before, a few years before my grandfather had been born, my ancestral grandfather. It says he was appointed High Sheriff at Pembrokeshire in 1664. In 1676, he was elected Member of Parliament for Pembroke and in a by-election at the Cavalier Parliament. Okay, so so apparently the dates on my thing are slightly off, so mine might be the third. I'm trying to see if I can find. See, Owen. Okay, Arthur Owen was probably related, preceded by John Owen. Yeah, probably some of those Owens are related to me. See, that's Parliament. Come up here, Baronetage of England, 1670 to 1699. Yeah, so that's probably my ancestors previous ancestor, so he's still mine. It's just that he's a little further back, so I might have to do some changing around. But yeah, look at this down here: Sir Hugh Owen, first Baronet; Sir Hugh Owen, second Baronet. It says Sir Arthur Owen, third Baronet. So let's take a look at him for a moment. Um, let's see, because that's looking. Let's see, 1684, 1695. Yeah, it's still not completely right, so mine might have been skipped over for some reason. Anne Owen, daughter of Henry Owen. Okay, let's see. So Owen was the eldest surviving son of Sir Hugh Owen, 2nd Baronet of Orleton, Pembrokeshire, and his wife Anne Owen, hmm, daughter of Henry Owen of Bodian, Anglesey. In 1697, he married. Okay, so apparently, um, like I said, there's still a little bit more research to do because some of this stuff is starting to get a little bit crazy here. So I might have to adjust some things because there's some stuff not adding up now that I'm looking at dates, and that's, like I said, why it's important to look at dates, because that can help you to see the things maybe that you didn't see before. Because see, 84, 94, 04, 14. Yeah, Sir Hugh Owen listed in my thing would have been old enough to be Anne's father, but if the name is wrong, that might be why I'm not getting uh, any leaves for him, because the information isn't right. So some information might need to be changed. Uh, but anyways, I will figure that out and get back to you in with that. So for right now, since I've now got a new mystery to try and good, but yeah, there's some variances apparently somewhere back there. We just got to get them all straightened out now. But anyways, I guess that's it for my research for right now. Okay, so yeah, my first reaction when I saw all this information and was reading it and doing the research and stuff was, wow. I mean, how fast did I get all of a sudden into Wales? And everything that's linked with it. I mean, everything I started finding out, and it's like, oh my word! It's like the more I kept finding, the deeper it kept going, and it's like, you know, wow. So finding out that my family has some pretty deep roots in Wales, and the type of roots that it is, and some of the history, you know, from basically my Nash family. I mean, I just honestly, I'm really blown away. And to think that at one time my family that I didn't even know I was related to was that prone of people. I mean, you never know until you start looking what you're going to find. I mean, all of a sudden I'm feeling a stronger connection to Wales than what I think I ever have. Yes, I know it's Ireland bound. Yes, I know I'm trying to get to Ireland. But sometimes you have to follow whatever is laid out, and it just, honestly, when you start looking, you get interested and you start going deeper and you start looking more, and you start getting Kingsford trying to take over your camera time. Kingsford, be a good boy. Go away. Okay, go away. No, silly boy wants to argue with me. He's the vocal one from the video the other day, and the one that was hollering so much, he's got a pretty distinctive meow from the others, so I kind of recognize his meow when he starts roaring out at me. But anyways, yeah. So pretty deep, pretty pretty solid history. uh, the whole baronet thing, that honestly kind of blew me away. Sir Hugh Owen, second baronet, and he is like direct line. Of course, since he's second, that means his dad was the first. Because if I remember right, that's what the information said. So I'm not quite sure. It's something else I'm going to have to do a little more research on to know for certain whether the baronet thing is like an inherited, or if it's elected, or just what. But I would imagine that probably it's an inherited title. But it's something that I know I will never be a baronetess. I know a baroness is the female of a baron. Son, leave it alone. And now he's over here. In case you're wondering, yes, he is coal black. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know, like if there's a female counterpart to it, or if it's something that it's like whoever is the political person in the family is the baronet, or you know, like I said, I haven't done any research on that to find out for certain, but uh, yeah, that's pretty wild stuff there. So it's something. It's something for further research, further looking into. I know I've mentioned going to Norway maybe a couple times, but since I've got such good solid stuff for Wales, maybe I ought to make Wales the next thing. Instead of Ireland bound, it'd be Wales bound. He likes his tail played with. That's why I keep sticking it up here. He wants me to pet it. Crazy boy. Wants me to touch his tail. But anyways, sorry about that. He's just being a pest tonight. But yeah, so like I said, maybe with all this solid information and being able to trace back to a definite area, like I said, maybe I need to investigate my Wells family. Take a deep dive into that and look at that, because that's definitely becoming pretty interesting right now. But anyway, so I guess for right now, I'm just going to leave it there. And as always, of course, y'all know the drill. And something I have forgot on the past few, and I need to start remembering. I have a Facebook page. Yes, I do now have a Facebook page that is connected with this one. It's called Ireland Bound. I know I've seen other names attached with the name Ireland Bound. To make sure you have mine, it's going to have the little butterfly on it. So you see him there, you got my page. So Ireland Bound, look it up. I try to sometimes post things about Ireland. I also some of the research that I do, if I take some good pictures, like information stuff, I put on there. I put basically the links to these videos onto it. So, go check it out. If I take some pictures, you can definitely be able to stop and look at, because, of course, sometimes when I'm going through, I might stop it for a little while, but sometimes when you try to pause the video, it gets a little blurry. So that way you can go, and some of the information you might be able to look at, especially if you're doing research. And one of my other kitties. She's my mess. Her name is July. Yes, I know we are in July, but I found her in July. In fact, I found her July 1st. So guess what her name is? July 1st. I love it. I got She's so cute, isn't she? Anyways, back to the thing. Like I said, Ireland Bound is my Facebook page. You can go on there, you can find me, and like I said, information that I find, I try to put on there so that way, like someone else who might be doing some research and they might be having a little bit of problems, they can stop and look at it too and go, oh, okay, that's what I didn't see. That's the little bit that I had trouble capturing. I couldn't read it. You can go back, you can stop and examine it. So, like I said, go to my Facebook page, Ireland Bound, and feel free to look at any of it. And like I said, I post a few other things on there besides just my research stuff, just some things I find interesting. Um, Also, too, while we're at it, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to hit that button so that way you can keep up. And anytime I post more videos like this, since I don't seem to have a good schedule going, any videos I post, you'll be able to get them and see them. Um, Also, too, nice little thumbs up, so that way me and you two both know that people are liking my video. Leave a comment. Like I said, I know I'm trying to get to Ireland, and I promise you I have done research and I have found solid Irish, proof here, which I'm going to try to get more into those things now that I have them. So like I said, that will be coming up. It's just that doing this thing here on one of my granduncles, I wanted to go a little bit deeper on the Wells part. Like I said, that honestly that might be my next one. Norway would be interesting, but not having very much solid stuff to go on to do research with, I'm probably going to go with Wells because I'm getting some good solid stuff with that right now. Goodbye, July. Go on. There we go. Get her out of my camera. But anyway, so like I said, put the likes up. Leave a comment. I had a very nice person, Love Evolve, I believe was the name. I don't have it right in front of me, so I was trying to remember it. They left a nice little conversation last week, so thank you very much, Love. I enjoyed talking to you for those few moments. And, like I said, maybe if you leave me a comment, maybe I'll mention you in the next video. But anyway, so, thanks for the comment. It's nice talking to you, being from Ireland. That is she. Well, I say she. I'm guessing Love is a female name, but Love from Cork, Ireland. It was nice talking to you, and maybe you'll see some more videos, and we can talk some more. But anyway, so let's see. I did Facebook, comment, like, oh, and share it. Can't forget that one. Be sure and share it. If you think someone might be interested, or if you know someone who might, you know, have some more information, you know, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate being in contact with someone who can help me more with my research, that would enjoy talking to me and us being able to exchange ideas and exchange, information. I mean, like I said, I'm still a beginner at this. I'm still kind of uh, tenderly stepping my way through everything to figure stuff out. And any help I get, believe me, I'd be greatly appreciated. Someone who might have good sources, uh, know a good website that I can look at. I've recently discovered, and it's been through my research looking into Uncle Francis, that I started finding out other ways other than doing everything through Ancestry to confirm stuff. In fact, some of it helped me to correct some information that was wrong on my page, and when I corrected it, all of a sudden I got tons of hints and information because of the fact that the information had been wrong. So I corrected it on my page, and like I said, it's just all of a sudden it started blowing up with, different paths and different things. But anyways, so I will let y'all go. I'll see you on the next video then. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.